Today we have the Hong Kong $1, $2, $5, and $10 coins from 1993, 1994. And if we look, we can see them from right to left. Here's the $1 coin. It says $1 in Chinese. There's a 1 in the center, a 1994 underneath, and it says $1 at the bottom. The $2 coin, again in Chinese, $2. Two here in 1993, $2 at the bottom. The $5 coin, $5 in Chinese, 5 at the center, 1993, and $5 at the bottom. And the $10 coin, and you can tell the $10 coin is a little different. It's bimetallic. $10, 10 in the center, 1994, and $10 at the bottom. Now, let's start with the $1 coin. So the $1 coin, 1994, actually, this was the first year of issue. Now, some people will tell you, well, we've got a 1993 $1 coin from Hong Kong. And what happened was in 1994, they switched to $1 coins, but they produced some in 1993 as test issues, and they put them into sets. And so sometimes you'll see a 1993 $1 coin in circulation that was just taken out of a set and started circulating. It looks just like this, says 1993. Should have a kind of a finer finish on it and might look even a little bit shinier and nicer than this one. But that one was, the 1993 $1 was only issued in sets for testing purposes. But you'll see it out there sometimes. It's not worth a whole lot. The 1993 is not worth, it's worth about $1 US. This one here is not worth anything except for exchange value, which is about 60 cents. If we flip this over, we see that it says Hong Kong at the top. There's the famous Hong Kong orchid, and then it says Hong Kong in English at the bottom. This particular coin in 1994, we don't have the numbers on it, how many they made. So we don't, if you're looking for the mintage numbers, we don't have that on this one. Next we have the $2 coin from Hong Kong from 1993. Now again, this coin did start circulating in 1993, and it says $2 in Chinese at the top. This one is an interesting one because it has the scalloped edges, and it's 12 notches as you go around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12 notches as you go around. And this is a copper nickel coin, and it on this side it has again the numbers. If you tip it over, it has a smooth edge between the scallops, and on the back again we have the Hong Kong orchid, Hong Kong, Hong Kong, English and Chinese, and then the orchid on the back. This is also called the Bauhinia flower, and Joseph Yam engraved this, both the front and the back of these coins and the $1 coins. Next we have the $5 coin. Now this one I like. It's just this big, heavy kind of coin. This one again came out in 1993, and it's a copper nickel coin. However, it weighs 13.4 grams. So if we take it and look at it in relationship to the $2 coin, this coin weighs 1.5 times what the $2 coin weighs, even though it's a little bit small. Well, it's about the same size. So that this is just a heavy coin, and one of the ways that you can tell that it's this coin, if it's tipped up on its side, is these inner markings. So if you see that, see it says Hong Kong $5 right there. So it has this very interesting edge, and which has writing in it. It's called a reeded security edge. So we see that it has the lines in it, and then we see that it dips in a little bit there, and then we see that it has the writing on it also. So this one is a big, heavy, thick coin, and there's no mistaking this coin. You don't see many coins like this anywhere. Again, the back, it says Hong Kong in Chinese, and, and it has the Hong Kong orchid, or the Bauhinia. Lastly, we have the $10 coin from Hong Kong. Now this is a bimetallic. It has a nickel brass center and a copper nickel ring around the outside. This one weighs 11 grams, and it is much smaller than the $5 coin. So the $5 coin weighs 13 grams. This one weighs 11, and you can see it just, the $5 coin dwarfs it. But you get your differences here because you have the bimetallic. So no mistaking the $10 coin from 1994 from the $5 coin. And then if we tip it up on its edge, we see it's a what we might call a broken reeded edge. It has reeded edge, then it has smooth, then it has reeded. So sometimes they call this smooth and milled. Sometimes they call it smooth and reeded. And is 4 smooths and 4 reeded or milled as you go around the outside. And then we get to the back, we have the same orchid in the center, Hong Kong at the top in Chinese, Hong Kong at the bottom in English, and then we have this kind of almost like a rope that goes around the inside, separating the two metals, and a little bit of a raised edge here. Again, we don't have good numbers on how many of these coins they produced. This coin here, the 1994, even in this condition, is probably worth about $1.50 to $2 to a collector, and it's worth $1.28 to $1.30 just in terms of exchange value. So you could still use these. I think you can use all of these in Hong Kong to buy stuff. Some of the older coins, people are a little bit more finicky about them or a little worried about them, but with these coins, you should be able to use all of these in Hong Kong. At least that's the information I got from some of the Numista and some of the other websites. All right, well, that's our $1, $5, $10, and $2 coins from Hong Kong from 1993 and 1994. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section, and we'd love to have you subscribe to our channel